Technology has changed a lot over the years, and so has the time children have spent on technology. In 1990, an American child would on average spend around 28 hours on technology. By 2005, children were spending around 40 hours a week on technology. I believe parents should limit their children's screen time per day and per week due to the poor effects that technology has on a child. I am going to express why I believe there should be a behavior change through research and explain why and what effects technology has shown on children and what the limits should be for children for different ages for parents to know and use for their children's screen time limits. To start, the negative effects of technology has always been there. However, gradually over the years, there has been more light shining on those effects. Some negative effects are poor self-esteem, daytime sleepiness, isolation, physical inactivity, leading to obesity, and aggressive behaviors. While doing my research on the negative effects, the thing that caught my attention the most was the effects of self-esteem technology has on children. This is from different forms of technology on social media platforms and TV shows and movies. A 2022 article published by Maryville University quotes that teens and adolescents are using image filters on Instagram to enhance their appearance, even though that the results look nothing like them. Self-esteem addiction can make young people feel inadequate. As children spend more time on social media, they may become withdrawn or find themselves obsessively checking their media feeds. There are more than just these couple effects of technology. There is a very long list of effects. However, going through all those effects would take too much of your time. There are around 12 to 15 negative effects. The website The Dark Side of Technology, The Negative Effects on Society, Back Training, lists these effects in detail. As you can see, there is a clear negative effect on children, which should be handled by parents. The way parents can do this is by monitoring their children's screen time per day and per week. The time a child in person should spend depends on their age. I'm going to go through the recommended restrictions on technology times based on age. A 2025 article written by Family Education explains the recommendations of screen time limits for different age groups. There is a recommendation of no screen time unless it's video chat for children 18 months and younger. For toddlers ages 18 to 24 months, it's recommended that they spend an hour or less on education and technology only. For children ages 2 to 5, an hour or less per weekday and 3 hours per weekend day. For this age group, educational technology is still recommended and preferred. However, non-educational technology is allowed. As your child grows, the time grows a little bit longer. However, there are still a lot of restrictions as I was doing more research, trying to make sure that the information I was gathering was correct to share with my audience. I came across a much lower number than I was expecting. According to this article, this 2025 article by Starglow Media, screen times for ages 6 to 16, the recommended screen times for these age group is 2 hours per day. I expected ages 14 to 16 to be much higher than 2 hours, but from research done, 2 hours a day was accurate. I think these times are reasonable for this age group, as parents should be encouraging their children to use their imagination and play with cognitive toys, and also outside in nature. If I'm going to be honest, setting these rules and boundaries and sticking to them seems pretty hard, and I'm sure it is. However, there are several little tips and tricks you can do as a parent so that these screen time limits are followed. According to the 2025 website Focus on Your Child, as a parent, you You must find non-negotiable times where your child must not be on technology. A simple one can be at dinner time or the dinner table or any mealtime. When it comes to consequences, because a lot of the time parents either take away phones or tablets, make sure the consequence is something you can stick to regarding technology. You can also try to give kids some say in rules regarding technology limits, especially as they get older, so that they have some say and you have some communication with your child. Lastly, look at your own habits and focus on and fix those too. I think saying you are going to have screen time limits for your child is easy. The hard part is enforcing it. These helpful tips and tricks are definitely worth a shot for anyone trying, and could also help parents set rules and boundaries in their homes and stick to them. As you can see, there should be a behavior change, as there should be screen time limits for children for technology due to the effects it causes on them. Technology causes multiple negative effects on children, and there should be screen time limits based on their ages, as parents should be setting rules and boundaries for their children and sticking to them. After all of this screen research and thought out message, I hope that this is something that you consider and take back and consider screen times for yourself and others.